Hello, my name is Becky Linz, and I will be your adjunct instructor for the Upper Iowa course of school counseling. I'm excited to work alongside you this semester and get to know each of you and why you chose this career path of school counseling. As an introduction, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and how I came to be here as your instructor. I have been a professional school counselor since 2006, and that is when I graduated from the University of Northern Iowa's school counseling graduate course. I started that year as an elementary school counselor for Des Moines Public Schools, where I was the full-time counselor at two elementary schools. So I was spread thin that year, but learned a lot, but decided I wanted to move closer to home, where I served as a school counselor for Bunger Middle School with Waterloo Community Schools. At that time, I realized, throughout all of graduate school, I thought I'd be an elementary counselor, but it was then that I realized I really loved this middle level. It's kind of a turbulent time, but really a unique one too. And so after 3 years at Bunger, I came to Cedar Falls Schools and have been here ever since 2010. Obviously, it's been a long time, so I've been able to really establish myself, but that doesn't mean it didn't take a lot of time and a lot of collaboration to get here. So some pretty cool opportunities since I have come to Cedar Falls Schools is that I've been able and fortunate to serve as an on-site supervisor for numerous practicum students as well as internship. I've also been able to work for UNI and for Upper Iowa as an adjunct professor, which it's been a lot of fun to get to know students. And I really value this role as a school counselor educator as well. Beyond supervising, I've also had some pretty great opportunities. Back in 2015, I was nominated by my principal for the middle level school counselor of the year, which I ended up winning and being chosen by their state association, ISCA, Iowa School Counselor Association, to serve as the Iowa representative as I applied again to be ASCA's school counselor of the year. While I was not a finalist, I was still able to serve as Iowa's state representative and be alongside the other state representatives and finalists as Michelle Obama's final address as First Lady. That was a pretty amazing experience. And through that application process, I really learned a lot about reflecting on my work, but also getting to know the exemplary work of others. And that is where I learned about RAMP, another fancy acronym that stands for Recognized ASCA Model Program. Since then, I've really worked to create a comprehensive data-driven informed program. And so I worked in the years of 2017 and 18 to ramp Peak Junior High School Counseling Program the first time, and more recently be able to re-ramp our program in 2024. That was a pretty special year as RAMP celebrated its 20th anniversary, but also to be able to be one of the 8 schools in Iowa who has ever ramped. And that's pretty amazing because the national framework is ever changing from the first edition all the way to the 4th edition and beyond. And so it just continues to challenge me professionally to be able to learn about what makes a comprehensive data-driven program and then to be able to teach future school counselors that work as well. While re-ramping, I also worked to earn certification as an ASCA certified school counselor. And so that just continues to affirm to me not only my passion for the profession, but also comprehensive programming and being able to teach future school counselors that same work that ultimately benefits kids. Beyond a school counselor and a school counselor educator, I'm also a mom and a wife. I have 3 children, but in true transparency, because I feel like it's best to be transparent, especially as I work alongside you. I lost my middle son, Cooper, back in February of 2022 to sepsis. So while I do this work, I'm also very passionate about raising sepsis awareness, but also it's important to be transparent and tell you that because sometimes, whether random times or during anniversaries and other milestones, I kind of get back into my stress response of freeze. And sometimes that means delayed grading. Sometimes that means I delay an email response, and it's never my intention. But I also just want you to know the capacity I'm still working from and with on a daily basis. I strive to be the best school counselor, but school counselor educator I can be. I want this to be one of the best courses you've ever taken through Upper Iowa, but I also will be the first to own when there's times that I don't have the capacity to fire on all cylinders. Ultimately, I want to welcome you to Upper Iowa School Counseling course. I hope this will be an amazing semester for you, but also one that I look forward to learning and growing alongside of you. I'm looking forward to meeting with you all soon. Thanks.